What if I told you the potato, the thing you turn into fries, only exists because of a 9-million-year-old tomato fling? Yeah, your dinner started as ancient plant drama. Scientists just cracked the potato's true origin, and it's way weirder than anyone expected. Turns out the potato was born when an ancient tomato relative hooked up with a potato-like plant and created the tuber that would one day feed the world.
Great. Even potatoes have a more exciting dating life than me.
This story was lost for millions of years because plants don't fossilize well, and the Andes hid their secrets, but not anymore.
So basically, potatoes exist because of botanical fan fiction.
They say life is hard, but no one talks about how hard it is to be a potato. I'm not just a potato. I am multifunctional. Mash me, fry me, elect me president if you're brave enough. Surprised? Don't be. I'm a potato with more emotional damage than the average adult.
Back in my day, potatoes didn't talk. They were mashed. Quietly.
Picture the Andes 9 million years ago. Cold, rising, chaotic. Plants here had to survive frost, drought, and the occasional "I didn't ask to exist" moment.
Sounds like me in high school.
2 plants lived here, a tomato ancestor that loved heat, and a tuberosum plant that liked cooler climates. Neither made tubers, neither looked like potatoes. Then tectonic plates slammed together, pushing the Andes higher. Suddenly, climates mixed. Plants that never met ended up neighbors.
A forced roommate situation. Classic.
And then a bee showed up. A single bee carried pollen from the tomato ancestor to the tuberosum plant and unknowingly created the first potato. That hybrid child, the very first potato ancestor, carried 2 key genes that changed everything. SP6A from the tomato side, IT1 from the tuberosum side.
So the potato is literally a multi-parent DNA smoothie.
But here's the twist. Modern potatoes are clones. We plant pieces of potato, not seeds, meaning whole fields have the same DNA. It's the same weakness that helped cause the Irish Potato Famine. And now climate change, new pests, and new diseases are knocking again.
One disease equals mass potato apocalypse. Neat.
So scientists decided to dig, not in the soil, they dig in the DNA. They analyzed 450 genomes from wild and cultivated potatoes. They hunted down rare potatoes living in one valley, some barely surviving on cliffs, and the DNA told the truth. Every potato alive today is part tomato, part tuberosum, a hybrid that happened once and stuck. Understanding this hybrid origin shows scientists how to build potatoes of the future. Stronger, faster breeding, climate-proof.
Basically, potatoes with superpowers.
Researchers are now reintroducing tomato genes to create seed-grown potatoes that adapt quicker. Seeds equals more diversity. More diversity equals less risk of another global potato crash.
Protect the fries at all costs.
Potatoes conquered the Andes because tubers survive cold, drought, and terrible conditions. Seeds needed pollinators, tubers didn't. Tubers clone themselves like nature's own USB stick. Today, potatoes are one of the world's top 3 staple crops. Along with rice, wheat, and maize, they form 80% of global calories. They grow in places where almost nothing else can. High altitude, short summers, dry climates. One botanist said the potato's origin is actually quite romantic. 2 different plants, one impossible moment, a new life form. The potato isn't just food, it's an accident that changed humanity forever.
So how did scientists finally crack the mystery? They used phylogenetic analysis, basically a DNA family tree test for plants. They looked for signals left behind in the DNA after millions of years.
So potatoancestry.com.
Different genes told different stories. Some said potatoes were closer to tomatoes, others closer to tuberosums. A contradiction, until hybridization explained everything.
This discovery opens the door to stronger, faster breeding potatoes made from seeds, not clones. Seed potatoes could resist diseases, climate shifts, droughts, you name it.
Potato 2.0, now with DLC.
With climate change making farming harder, this discovery might literally secure future food supplies.
The potato went from an accident to a survival tool to one of humanity's most important foods.
So next time you eat fries or chips or mashed potatoes, remember you're tasting the result of a 9-million-year-old tomato romance.
Not bad for a vegetable that looks like a confused rock. Not bad for a vegetable that looks like a confused rock.